Hi guys, welcome to Catchup Plus on AFOREVO TV, where we bring you trending news. Take a look into the world of sports and tech. I'm La Belvition. Let's take a look at some of the trending stories. All right, guys, in our first story, the 2022 edition of the Movie and TV Awards just held in Los Angeles with Hollywood's creme de la creme in attendance. Marvel film superstar Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Loki also scooped 2 awards respectively. Now, other stars winners for the night include Jennifer Lopez and Daniel Radcliffe. On the flip side, the major losers of the night is Netflix Squid Game and, surprisingly, the Academy Award-winning Dune. And I gotta say, I didn't see that part coming. In our second story, the Ijesha Special Offense Court has reserved judgment until July 14 in the case of Nollywood actor Olanrewaju James, aka Baba Ijesha, accused of defiling a 14-year-old girl. Now, Justin Oluwatosin adjourned the case for judgment after the prosecution and defense counsel adopted the final written addresses. Now, Baba Ijesha is facing a 6-count charge of indecent treatment of a child, sexual assault, attempted sexual assault by penetration, and sexual assault by penetration. Now, the charges were offered against him by the Lagos State Directorate of Public Prosecution, DPP. Nigerian music star Banky Willington, popularly known as Banky W, has won the House of Representatives primaries for the Otiosa Federal Constituency under the People's Democratic Party, PDP. Now, the music star, who defeated his opponent, Barrister Sam, at the rerun, took to his Instagram page, where he penned a lengthy note to appreciate everyone who supported him during the primaries.
I want to thank the leaders of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, for encouraging me to join the family and for empowering me to stand on our great platform. I want to thank our party members and delegates for accepting me, for trusting me, and for giving me the go-ahead in a landslide to be able to step forward to represent our great constituency of Etiosa, Lagos. I want to thank my very formidable competitor, Barrister Sam Aiboni. We are not opponents within the PDP. We are brothers on the same side. And I truly hope that our shared love for our community will build a bridge for us to be able to work together for the progress and the prosperity of our people.
Now, African mothers are loving and protective, but they would never hesitate to give you a whooping when they feel like you are straying out the right path, like the Nigerian boy in Canada who braided his hair, posted it on Instagram, and his mama went crazy.
To travel out of the country because you are easy carried away. You are not carried away, you are behaving like a ruffian. You are behaving like a Charlie boy. You are behaving you are behaving like a ruffian. You are behaving like a. You are not carried away. This is just the beginning.
At least 3 unexploded improvised explosive device (EIDs) have been recovered from the scene of the Owo church attack in Ondo State. Now, record that some terrorists had stormed the church in Ondo State a few days back, killing scores of worshippers while injuring others. Now, in a statement released by the police spokesperson, CSP Oluwamuyiwa Adejobi, the police said the investigators have also recovered pallets of expanded AK-47 ammunition from the scene. Meanwhile, a lot of celebrities like Davido, Wizkid, Yemi Alade, Don Jazzy, etc. have expressed their immense heartbreak over the incident, some urging Nigerians to make sure they vote during this coming election. If you're one of those ladies who often questions why your man isn't calling you, well, Nigerian actress Anita Joseph is dishing out some steamy relationship advice just for you.
If he loves you, he will always call to check up on you, to see how you're doing. He will call to hear your voice. Let him stop lying to you. Oh, I can't call. I'm at work. I'm busy. No one is too busy for the people they love. My darling, if he's not talking to you, he's talking to someone else. If he's not calling you every day, He's calling someone every day.
In some other news, heavy winds and torrential rains have been causing severe floods in Miami after the tropical storm Alex hit Florida. Now, the floods have also caused havoc on the lives of residents, with some drivers having to escape from their cars by climbing out of their sunroofs. Now, according to NBC Miami, firefighters and tow trucks spent hours pulling cars after the flood's water trendy brick wall downtown Miami urban center, which was hit particularly hard by the storm. So if you have a family in Miami, you might want to check up on them if they're okay. Now, moving on, let's take a look at what is happening in the world of sports. All right, let's take a look at what's happening in the world of golf. Now, according to Greg Norman, Tiger Woods rejected an offer of $1 billion to join the Saudi-backed LIV Golf International Series. The breakaway tour is due to begin this Thursday as the Centurion Club, with a purse of nearly $20 million up for grabs. Now, LIV Golf's super hit Norman has largely struggled to attract golf stars at the event, enticing the likes of Lee Westwood, Phil Mickelson, and Dustin Johnson. However, securing Woods, whose net worth is estimated at $1.7 billion, has proved difficult despite Norman offering the 46-year-old a mouthful of money to join up front. Now, in some Formula One, Toto Wolff has delivered a pessimistic view on the Mercedes' chances of victory over the coming weeks, despite Lewis Hamilton's desire to see the team become more competent by the time the British Grand Prix rolls around. That gives the Silver Arrows less than a month to close the gap on Ferrari and Red Bull, who have left their rivals in the dust so far in 2022. Now, just over 2 weeks ago, Mercedes enjoyed perhaps their most positive weekend of the year in Spain, as George Russell came home third to deliver another podium, and Lewis Hamilton fought back from an early setback to finish fifth. Now, trackside engineering director Andrew Shovlin suggested that Hamilton could have fought for victory had he not avoided an opening lap skirmish with Kevin Magnussen, but things got murky for Mercedes on the bumpy streets of Monaco the following week. Although Hamilton maintains optimism that things can take another step up by the time the grid turns up at the Silverton on July 3rd. Wolff has a more downbeat forecast and expects more of the same complication that unfolded in Monaco to repeat themselves on Baku Street circuit, which is what's up next. All right, and some football news. A study into the world's most valuable player has placed Kylian Mbappe head and shoulders above the competition. Now, Paris Saint-Germain have secured the French striker on a new 3-year contract after he turned down Real Madrid, increasing his net worth in the numbers crunch by the CIES Football Observatory. Now, the formula takes into account several factors such as on-pitch performance, age, and length of contract, meaning Mbappe signing on the dotted line has rocketed his value. Mbappe is rated at $175 million by the study, ahead of a real striker and Champions League final match winning Vinicius Jr. at £158 million. Emma Raducanu's hopes of gathering momentum in the round-up to Wembley were quickly dashed in Nottingham as injury forced her to retire just 33 minutes into her first round. Now, the British number one gave fans a fright when she called for medical timeout 5 minutes into her first round at the Nottingham Stadium. Now, the 19-year-old was given painkillers for some immediate relief, but while the trainer looked to alleviate the pain from her left side, despite being broken in her first service, she went on to get up and carry on, but looked uncomfortable in the match and decided she could not continue in the seventh game of the match. By the time she left, she was 4-3. Well, we hope that she recovers. All right, guys, that's it for this edition of Catchup Plus on AFOREVO TV. Now, don't forget to tune in to our radio station, that's Vibes 94.5. As well, follow us on all our social media platforms right there on the screen, and click on that notification button so that you'll be the first to be notified when we upload amazing content. Thank you for watching Catchup Plus on AFOREVO TV. I'm La Belle Vition, signing out.